Hello students, this video is powered by Synthesis Tutorials. Hope you're all doing good. So in the previous session we completed the concept of cone. So first we did cylinder, then followed by cone, and now we'll be continuing with the third topic, that is sphere. So in sphere children, what do you have? There are two types of sphere children. One, we are taking a complete solid sphere, and the second that we will be taking is a hollow sphere. And then the third thing that is there in your textbook is the hemisphere. So hollow sphere or a spherical shell children, more than hollow sphere, that is actually called spherical shell. So here the first figure that you see, that is a figure of a sphere. So for sphere, the formulas you all know already, that for a sphere the volume is equal to how much? Volume is equal to 1/3 pi r cube. The good thing is that in a sphere, since sphere is a 3D part of a circle, so in circle you have only radius. So in the sphere that we are talking about, we will be talking about only the radius and we won't be taking into consideration the height. Okay, so because there is no such height, because the distance from the center to the boundary is same, and that is equal to the radius. So this is V is equal to 1/3 pi r square. And further we know that surface area, so here we don't have curved surface and total surface area children, because whatever is the curved surface, that is only the total surface, because the entire surface is curved. So the only common term that we have is surface area, and this is equal to 4 pi r square. So these are the two formulas that are related to sphere that we will be studying, and then that we will be using in the sums of the third exercise of this chapter. Okay, now what we will be doing children, we will be moving to the next thing. The next thing is equal to what? This is equal to the sphere that has been given, that is called a spherical shell. So for spherical shell, the formula is children, you can see the figure here. So it is a solid which is enclosed between two concentric spheres. Means what children? Shell is what? Shell, you must have learned that suppose you are eating walnut, so walnut has got a shell. So what is that shell children? You must have seen that there is an outer covering and then there is an inner covering like this. So basically we have two concentric spheres. So this particular area, whatever you are saying, this is actually called the concentric shell. Alright, so we'll be dealing with this children. So concentric shell is what? The area that is being enclosed between two concentric spheres. So here what are we taking children? Here we take the outside one as capital R, that is the external radius, and the internal one as internal radius, this is the small r. Okay, so external radius and the internal radius, so these are the things. And then how are you going to calculate the volume? So the volume will be equal to what in case of a spherical shell? So write down, this is spherical shell. So volume here will be equal to external volume minus internal volume. Okay, minus internal volume. Why minus children? Because you already know that this is going to be the volume of the material which is there in the spherical shell. You have to remember this children, that volume of this particular sphere is going to be equal to 4/3 pi r cube, that is for sure. But when you talk about that what is the volume of this particular material which I have drawn with the help of red, that is equal to external volume minus internal volume. So the external volume is equal to 1/3 pi r cube and the internal volume is equal to 1/3 into pi small r cube. So this is going to be equal to 1/3 into pi capital R cube minus small r cube. Okay, so this is the formula of the volume of a spherical shell. We won't be talking about total surface area for this particular figure, children. Why? Because the surface area is already the surface area which is of this sphere, which is equal to 4 pi r square. So in case of a spherical cell, the total surface area is also equal to 4 pi r square. So these are for the spheres. We will be now looking into the hemisphere. So what happens, children, whenever you are cutting a sphere into equal half, then that particular pieces are called the hemisphere. So what happens, children, the volume of a sphere which is there will be equal to what? Volume of hemisphere will be equal to, write down, this is going to be equal to half into volume of sphere. Okay, so what is the volume of sphere, children? We have calculated for a sphere, the volume is equal to 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So if you are doing this half, this is going to be equal to 2 upon 3 pi r cube. So this is our volume. Then next, what do you have to calculate? You need to calculate the surface area. Now here, children, the thing is different. Here we have different curved surface area and here we have different total surface area. Okay, so what you see, this particular area which is there, this is called curved surface area. Okay, so CSA of a sphere is equal to 2 pi r square, children. Okay, and how do you calculate it? The curved surface area of a hemisphere is half the curved surface area of a sphere. So for a sphere, the surface area is 4 pi r square. So for hemisphere, the curved surface area is equal to 2 pi r square. Now here, children, we will be looking into a new thing, that is total surface area. Why do we have to talk about total surface area in this figure, children? Because this is my curved surface area, but this is also a area which is the external, which we are able to see. So this external area will be including CSA plus area of the circle. Okay, because on the top you are having circle. So supposing that the best example of this is a lemon, children, if you see. So the complete lemon, if you are taking, that happens to be a sphere, and then there its surface area will be equal to 4 pi r square, and then whenever you are splitting it into equal half, that particular half is called a hemisphere. So hemisphere will be what, children? Hemisphere, the curved surface for that will be equal to half of that of sphere, that is 2 pi r square, but the total surface area has to include the top circle which is there. So that is the circle that we are talking about. So CSA is equal to 2 pi r square and area of circle is pi r square. So what is our total surface area in case of hemisphere? This is coming out to be equal to 3 pi r square. Okay, so this is what we are getting. We are getting the total surface area of a hemisphere. So these are the important things that are there that we need to consider before moving into the exercise, children. So before we move ahead, let me just revise the things that we have studied. Okay, so what are the important formulas that we have studied? So the formula says what, children? That there are three things. So what are the three things? The first is a sphere. Okay, and then we have a spherical sphere, not spherical, children, that is called a spherical shell, not spherical sphere. So this is spherical shell, and then we have hemisphere. You just need to understand the difference between three of them, children. So the volume for this is given by what, children? Volume is given by 4 by 3 into pi r square. For this it is given by 4 by 3 into pi capital R square minus small r square, and for this it is given by 2 by 3 into pi r square. Here the surface area is equal to what? This is equal to 4 pi r square. Here also we have surface area which will be equal to 4 pi r square, because that is what is visible to us. And here the surface area is being divided into two parts. One is called what? Curved surface area, and the second one is called total surface area. So curved surface area is equal to half of sphere, that is pi r square, and total surface area is equal to 3 pi r square. Okay, so these are the important formulas which are there. So we are done with the theoretical parts, children. So now we can quickly move into the exercise to look into the questions which are there. So the questions, if you see, this is our exercise 20C. Okay, and the 20C, the questions will be looking into. So this is question number 1. So the surface area of a sphere is this much, find its volume. So this is very easy, children, completely formula based. So of course question number 1 you are going to take as homework. Why? Because children, what are they asking? They are asking that the CSA of this particular figure, the surface area of a sphere. So surface area is equal to 2464, children, means what? 4 by 3 pi r cube is equal to 2464. So this exercise is all about calculations, children, that how well you are able to calculate, and then you will be able to do 2464. So how much will be r cube equal to, children? R cube will be equal to 2464 into 3 divided by 4 into pi. So from this formula, pi you will be taking as what? Since they haven't specified that you have to take pi as equal to 3.14, so pi you will be taking as equal to 22 upon 7. So this will be equal to what? 2464 into 3 divided by 4 into 22, and 7 goes on the numerator. So what you will be getting? You will be getting the value of r cube. From there you will be calculating the cube root, okay, whatever. So cube root, so r you will be getting. So once you are getting the value of r, you can easily, okay students, so this is not 3, children, because surface area, so you need to remove 3 from here. Okay, this 3 won't be here, because this is the formula of surface area is 4 pi r square, not r cube also. Okay, so write down this as square. So once you are getting r, then you will be using this particular formula for finding out the volume. Okay, so the first question being an easy one, you will be taking this as homework. Okay, now we will be moving to question number 2. So what is question number 2, children? The question number 2 says the volume of a sphere is this much, find the diameter and the surface area. So this question is also very similar, children, because it is all about calculations. So the volume has been given as 38808 centimeter cube. So what is the formula of volume, children? 4 upon 3 pi r cube is equal to 38808. So this implies what? R cube will be equal to what? 38808 into 3 divided by 22 upon 7 into 4, because this is equal to pi. So this will be equal to 38808 into 3 divided by 22 into 4, and this is being multiplied by 7. So if you want to just divide this particular thing, children, if you divide this by 11, this goes how many times? This is 3. We are left with 58, which is 5. Then again we are left with 30, which is 2, and 8. So and this goes divided by 11 is 2. Then again, is it going by 8, children? Because we will be just trying to divide this by 8. We will see how much we are taking. So 8 means this is 4, and then we have 32. So 32 is equal to how much, children? This goes again 4, and then we have 1. So what are we getting? We are getting 441 into 3 into 7. So 441 can be written as what, children? 21. It's 21 square. So this is, we are getting 21 into 21 into 21. So what are we getting? We are getting that r cube is equal to 21 into 21 into 21. You need not just multiply this as well. So this implies that r will be equal to cube root of 21 into 21 into 21. Just don't calculate, children, that is not needed. Okay, so this is coming out to be equal to 21 centimeter. So you have calculated r. So how much will be diameter, children? Diameter will be equal to 2r, which is equal to 2 into 21, which is equal to 42. So this is equal to 42 centimeter. And then what is the surface area, children? Surface area will be given by which formula? It is given by, since we are talking about sphere, it is given by the formula. Write down surface area is equal to 4 pi r square. So this in turn is equal to 4 into 22 upon 7 into r you have calculated as 21 into 21. So this goes 3 times. So what are we getting? 88 into 63. So 63 into 88 is how much? This goes 4 times. Then 2 is 50. So 504 and 504. So this is 4455. So we are getting 5544 centimeters square. So this is the surface area that you are able to calculate. Okay. So now we'll be moving to question number 3. So question number 3 says what, children? Says, we'll be just erasing this particular thing. So in question number 3 you have, there is a spherical ball of lead and it has been melted and made into identical smaller balls with a radius equal to half the radius of the original one. How many such balls can be made? Okay. So in question number 3 what you will be doing, since no data has been given, what you will be doing is we'll be taking two spheres. Okay. So one is a big sphere and then we'll be taking smaller sphere or small ball. Small sphere. So what they have given, children, for a bigger sphere, if radius I am taking as r, then for the smaller sphere the radius r dash is going to be equal to r upon 2. So what is the volume here, children? Since it is being melted, the concept is of volume. So this will be equal to, volume is equal to 4 upon 3 pi r cube. And here it is equal to, volume V dash will be equal to 4 upon 3 into pi into r dash cube. So we'll just substitute the value of r dash. So this is equal to 4 upon 3 into pi into r upon 2 cube. So if you calculate, this is going to be equal to 4 upon 3, just let it be like this, into r cube divided by 8. Now what we will be calculating, number of smaller balls will be equal to, okay, number of small balls is equal to volume of big sphere divided by volume of small sphere. Volume of small sphere. Okay, so this is coming out to be how much, children? What is the volume of big sphere, children? We have calculated that is equal to 4 upon 3 pi r cube. And for this we have calculated as 4 upon 3 pi into r cube upon 8. So what are the things that can get cancelled here, children? 4 upon 3 pi, 4 upon 3 pi. Okay, so this is coming out to be equal to r cube divided by r cube divided by 8. So 8 goes up, so we are getting r cube divided by r cube into 8. So the number of cubes is equal to 8. Okay, so this is the number of, not cubes, children, why do I have to say that again? This is the number of balls or the number of small sphere that we are able to get from this particular big sphere. Alright, so this is the way this particular sum has to be done.